Welcome back to the Young Crumbs podcast.
You've been eating stuff.
Eating stuffing mix.
The Mountain from Game of Thrones, if you ever watched it.
He has a little brother called The Hill.
Shut up. Shut up.
Elon Musk, one of the most intelligent people out there.
His son is going to have a lifetime of bullying.
This episode has no special guests. it's just Sean and Michael. It's just us. We're here. Alright. There's going to be wet patches on your microphone from your nose pressing against it.
I need to take this microphone home, by the way. Because I don't like you. Don't like you at all.
Why do you need to take it home?
I need to do an assignment. And I have to
you have to record your voice?
I'm really looking forward to
you're
seeing
going
how
to sound so
crystal
crisp.
clear I sound.
That'd be good, actually.
Yeah.
Can you send your assignment to me? I'll check the similarity.
Oh, please. This voice, I've heard it on the podcast before. 75%.
9 out of 10.
Sounds like we've already started.
Are we... Welcome back.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Young Crumbs podcast. My name's Michael.
I'm Sean.
And this is just a
Are we going to leave that stuff that was at the start in or not?
You can if you want to.
I guess I'm editing it. Figure it out.
You'll figure it out. If it's funny, you leave it in. If it's not, you take it out. Welcome back to the Young Crumbs podcast.
You've already said that.
This is just a space where we just talk about what's on our mind.
Space X.
SpaceX.
Oh yeah, baby.
Sounds like
nice
that.
Transition, brother.
It sounds like in 22 Jump Street when he's like, Cynthia. Jesus died for our Cynthia.
That's such a funny video.
Anyways, SpaceX.
Cynthia. Yep.
Elon Musk's company, SpaceX. I don't know. Is he the CEO? Is that how that works?
I think so. He's a one of the top dudes. I'm certain.
Top dudes.
One of the top dudes.
Not personality-wise.
Nah.
Business-wise, yes.
Business-wise.
He named his kid a dumb name. We're not fans.
X
Ash A12.
A12.
Yeah,
That's on a previous episode.
Anyways, so SpaceX Dragon, which is the name of the
They launched a
shuttle.
dragon?
Yes.
Wow.
Shut up.
That's impressive. Oh, so you're mad at me for making stupid puns. You dickhead. Yeah, so basically they launched a thing up in
A
the
shuttle.
air.
And they joined the International Space Station.
First commercial spaceship to dock with the International Space Station.
Do you think... I was thinking, like...
That's dangerous.
Is it the start of privatised space travel?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Is it like when Earth's dead from all the riots and global warming?
Riots? Transition? No, I'm kidding.
Transition.
Not yet.
From all the riots and global warming, you know, do you think...
Yeah,
do you
it
think
definitely has
they'll-
like... It's just it's the whole like efficiency thing when everything comes down to money cost and there isn't a government backing like a NASA, obviously, where everything comes down to money and saving money, things become a lot more efficient.
I think they are a lot more efficient, though.
Yeah.
SpaceX.
I watched a compilation video of you know how their booster rockets land?
Yep. I've seen the same compilation.
Yeah,
It's
how
got
funny
music
is it?
behind it, and it's like it shows all the
it's like
fails.
run out of
until it
liquid
gets-
oxygen, and it just like throws the ones are so frustrating where it like lands perfectly, like the leg
Tips.
breaks, and you're like, oh! They must have gone through it so many times.
But
So
think of how much money
for those
they save now.
ill-informed, the SpaceX shuttle or like their rockets or whatever, they launch them up into space, but the booster rockets usually detach.
And just,
But you know, usually they just fall to the ocean and blow up or whatever.
Yeah.
But SpaceX ones like fly back down and they land so they can reuse them, which is really cool.
so basically, rocket design up until the last few years has been very... What's the word? Not reusable.
Non-reusable.
It hasn't been a very...
It's just
they
like-
haven't been designed sustainably.
Big tanks launch it up
yeah.
and those tanks just fall to the
Yeah.
ground and blow up.
No,
These are getting reused.
Rockets aren't actually built for... like to the same specifications that like an airplane is.
No.
I'm pretty sure. I think we learnt about it at uni because they're only
What do you
meant to
mean we?
survive
I
one
wasn't-
trip.
I wasn't.
They're not meant to. Well, I learnt about it at uni, but they're only meant to survive one trip.
Yeah, because you just send them
they're
up
not.
there.
Yeah, they're just going
But
up.
then now they're getting like reused and they're like landing again.
So to save money and costs. And
Yeah, it's a big thing. First commercial flight. Did you see the like the flight? It was on Reddit. I'm sure you saw it because you love Reddit. The flight like control in the rocket. Did you see it?
Yeah,
It was
all
like
touchscreen and-
1967. There's all buttons and switches, and it's like 1990, a bit more buttons, and then now it's just
It's just a PlayStation 4 controller now.
it's just a little joystick.
It's just the Switch Joy-Cons.
Oh,
the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah. Someone's on the ground just looking up, going, Oh, turn that way.
They're playing Wii tennis on their way up. Have you seen their spacesuits? How cool are they? Did you see the spacesuits?
No.
Imagine like a sci-fi spacesuit from back in, you know. Think of
87.
Have you seen Interstellar?
Yeah.
They're closer to those spacesuits than
Cool.
they are like traditional regular space.
They're like the
they
Apple of space. They're just like, you know, let's make these dudes look cool.
There was a clip of them coming through the door onto the International Space Station and joining the other.
That's why they were hugged and
the
stuff.
other crew on the International Space
They were just wearing a
Station.
polo shirt.
They were. It looked like they were wearing Cheetos with a belt
Fucking
and
polo
a shirt.
shirts.
They're versatile.
Polo shirts. I'm telling you, polo shirts. If you don't understand, polo shirts.
Go back and listen to our old episodes.
Polo shirts is where it's at.
Old episode is a good segue. Subway.
Goodness me, so many,
It's a good.
so many subways.
Old episode is a good
I think I just
segue.
yelled into the mic. My
You
bad.
probably did.
What do you want to? Yeah.
Talking about old episodes is a good segue into the
You wanna talk-
analytics. You wanted
you
to
wanna
talk
talk
about
about stats?
You wanted to talk
Alright.
about some analytics.
So I was better move some stuff here. I was on a little website a little while ago. We upload this podcast onto like a distribution website kind of thing. It's called
Yeah.
Podbean, and they put it out for like Spotify and all that,
Yeah.
and that's where we have our stats. So normally, with me at least, they have just like a little graph of our like views, daily views and stuff, and it just kind of go
yeah.
up and down. And it just has like accumulation.
Basically, when we release an episode, it'll spike up for the first 2 days, and then it'll slowly dip down until
Yeah, so it
the end
jumps
of the
up to
week,
like
and then it'll jump back up again.
something to like 200,000, something like that. No, I'm just
Something
kidding.
like that.
I'm fucking with this. But there's an actual statistics tab which I've never gone on, and I'm pretty sure you haven't
I
either.
didn't even know it existed.
And it says where your audience comes from, and it breaks it down country by country.
Country.
Wait. Yeah.
Have we got overseas listeners?
We do.
we do.
we do. All right. So we have a total of, but none of this is like a flex. I'm not trying to be like, oh, this is how many views we get, but it's just to put it into perspective. So we have, as of today, this is our 9th episode, isn't it? 9.
Yes.
This is 9.
Yes, this is
we have
9th episode.
848 downloads. So that's just like,
It's pretty good.
I had a look into it. It was just basically, if you've listened past a minute, it counts as a download. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
I just swallowed beer right into my microphone.
that's
so you
nice.
might
That's
have heard
good.
that.
Thanks for that. 762 are from Australia. Right? Pretty cool. We've got whereabouts in Australia. We'll break it down for you.
Oh, really? It
Yeah.
goes that close.
508 from New South Wales, 45 from Queensland, 68 from Victoria, 1 from Southern Australia, 2 from Western Australia. So pretty cool, right?
I wonder where they're coming from.
I don't know. This is weird. We've got our second highest country is the US with only
That's kind of
26.
expected.
With only 26,
Right.
but which is super weird. Of those 26, 21 are from Michigan. It goes state by state. Michigan.
Michigan.
Do you have family or something over there?
No, I have a friend that lives in Michigan.
I was getting all excited. I was like, what?
You know her.
Do I?
You've met her before, I'm pretty sure. She was a friend of our friend who we met, who was brought to a party once.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
he met her traveling.
Yeah. Do you reckon it's all 21 from her?
Maybe she's shared it with her friends or something.
That's even cooler.
That's cool.
That's cool, isn't it?
I got a message from my friend earlier saying, "Hey, I'm upset because it's Monday afternoon. It's currently about 6 p.m. now,
Yeah, so we usually
Where we
film
are.
at like midday, like
Midday.
11 a.m. or something, but
and we get it out by the afternoon."
Smichael's
but
got work.
I had work today.
Then we got 2 from California, 1 from Ohio, and then 2 are unknown. That's just from the US. So then, our third most popular country.
I reckon some of it might be
What?
I don't know why I think this, but probably like surely Apple has people listening in and checking podcasts to make sure the content's okay, or maybe it has a program that listens to the audio and picks up keywords.
Yeah, but it wouldn't count as a download.
It might if it has to stream it.
Yeah, but if it was Apple, it would be from California, USA, and there's only
It
2
might not
views
be.
from them. What, you think
Apple's not opposed to outsourcing? Surely.
I don't think it would. I think they wouldn't. They'd do some kind of tricky software where it doesn't count as a download or something like that. I don't know.
Possibly.
I feel like that's why. So then our third most popular country is New Zealand with 17. The UK has 5 downloads. Argentina has 1. Norway has 1. Germany has 1 download. Japan 1.
Japan.
Indonesia 1. Mexico has 1. Pretty cool, huh? And like full page is like downloads by time of day. So like our most frequent time is Thursday at 8 a.m. That's what we get. We got 36 downloads. How weird is that?
That makes no sense.
Yeah. It's
like
strange.
actually,
it generally makes no sense.
It's not really close to when we upload.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Yeah. So then we got, it shows like where most people listen to. So 74% of our viewers listen on Spotify, which is pretty crazy.
That's expected.
Yeah.
It's probably easiest for most
And then I
people.
also found, I went onto Spotify. I can't find it here. I can't be bothered. But I went onto Spotify and found the, like just they have more stats and stuff on there.
Right.
61.2%, I think, something like that, of our viewers are female. We have more female viewers than male.
We got sexy voices, mate.
Yeah,
What can
you know
we,
how it is,
What can
you
we
know.
say?
Hey, it's, it's normal. There's a little stats. We'll be updating that.
64% are female.
Updating that weekly. No, I'm just kidding. We won't be. Yeah, I was honestly just super curious. I was like, what? This is cool.
It's just your sisters hitting replay
Yeah,
to support
maybe.
their little brother.
It was probably just like, I'm just more interested about the countries. I was like, what the hell? 21 from Michigan? What? I don't know, anyone from Michigan. I mean, you know.
It is a lot. I only know one person though, unless she's shared it around or something.
But even if it was her and she shared it around, that's still like 27 from there. It's like cool. I just always assumed everyone that was listening was from where we were. I just thought it was all our friends and stuff, which is great. But then just seeing it was getting internationally, I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool.
I often think every time I check the analytics, just out of curiosity to see how well a new episode's doing or something, I find it weird to think about people listening to us. People kind of sitting in their cars listening to our voices type of thing. I don't know. Is that like a bit odd to you?
I don't think so. I don't know. Not
Like,
really.
I know technically that's just what we're doing.
Yeah.
But it's a weird
It's
feeling.
never going to be like...
It's a weird feeling knowing that people are watching or listening to that thing that you made.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that's a kind of...
I think
it's a
weird
cool feeling. It's
thinking
definitely
that
cool.
people that we don't know are listening. You know what I mean?
That's extra weird.
Yeah.
And now that
Like,
I know...
I love the fact that our friends are supportive, and it's great. Like, I'm not saying it's not great. It's great.
Yeah,
but it's
it's
just
great.
like seeing people that like we don't know doing it. It's like, wow, this is really cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Getting out there, you know?
Yeah. I've become quite a bit self-conscious of like talking about it. Because sometimes people will bring it up to me and they'll be like, oh, yeah, the podcast. And I'll be like, oh, yeah, it's gone well. Like, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. Or they'll tell me they listened and enjoyed it. And I'll be like, oh, that's really cool. But then there's a fair few people have come up to me and been like, I've been meaning to. And I was like, I don't care. Like,
Yeah, it's like I'm not offended if you don't listen.
You don't
It's
have
fine.
to. You don't have to listen to
Yeah.
it at all. You don't
I
have to
think-
feel bad that you haven't listened to it.
Me and Michael are both, I think, in agreement when it comes to like, we're just doing this because we enjoy it.
It's more for fun. Yeah.
It's not really a viewing. Like, we obviously look at the views
We're not
because
trying
it's
to
interesting.
we're not trying to make a career out of it. Exactly.
No. I mean, if it goes that way, it's cool, but it's not like, if no one's listening, cool. Like, it's not really a big thing. Like, we just sort of enjoy doing it.
It's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
It is a lot of fun.
Yeah, I enjoy it. Well, I've had friends who brought it up in the most annoying way. I don't know. I don't really think I should name drop him because then it'll feed it. You know who he is. Well, I
Is
don't
it the guy we didn't shout out last week?
No, it wasn't. No. I'm not going to sit here and like guess, but we were out somewhere.
That problem.
We're out
that
somewhere.
Person probably knows.
Yeah.
they are.
He'll know who he is. Bitch. We were out somewhere and someone was like, oh yeah, I was just on YouTube going down like a YouTube rabbit hole. And because he listens to all our episodes, he just starts hitting me. He's like, oh, that's you. That's from the
YouTube
first
rabbit holes.
fucking episode. And I was like, just started cracking up laughing.
Bro,
I was like, no, it was funny. Like, it was just funny. Yeah. Good times.
I recently joined a run club. So a mate from work invited me with his friends to do a running club. And it's basically a running competition. Whoever runs the least amount in the week of June has to buy a case, and then all the cases get put towards a gather at the end between all these run club people.
That's cool.
That's
a good idea.
It seems lots of fun.
How do they track the runs? Is it through like an app or
Through the
something?
Nike running app, you can start a club and like a competition and see who runs furthest. But I joined their Facebook group chat to organize runs and things like that. And one of our friends instantly I sent one message to the group, and then she mentioned the podcast, and I was like, "Why you got to out me like that?"
Who was it?
Oh, they were for work friends. You don't know
okay,
them.
right.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry, bro. A running club. That's really cool. I like that. Are
it's
you
a
winning?
fun idea. I haven't gone on one, so it started on the 1st of June, which is
But
today.
you can run individually, can't you?
Yeah, you can.
Bro, do it like every day.
I was busy all today.
I feel like I
was
get
at work.
really
now.
competitive when it comes to that.
Well, one of the guys, the guy that kind of is organising this whole thing, has already run 11Ks. He went for a 7 or an 8K run
Today?
this morning, and then he did another one this afternoon.
You're in big trouble, bro.
3Ks, bro. I'm destroyed.
You've done none
And
today.
And then tomorrow I'm going on one with a bunch of them. They're all coming here, and we're running to the athletics track near our house, near my house.
That's like a kilometre run, isn't it?
It's 2Ks there, and then we're doing a few laps there, and then
Huh.
coming back.
Okay.
So it'll be like
So
maybe 7Ks, 6Ks.
on this Nike app, if
Yeah.
you said you were running and then just hopped on your bike
Mm.
and went for a bike ride, and all of a sudden you've done 30 kilometers running, running, what's stopping that? What's stopping that, huh? Do you reckon it tracks it? So
The
you've gone
biggest-
way too fast.
The biggest thing getting in the way is integrity, sure. Yeah.
I'm thinking with my brain
It's
up here. You're
Integrity
thinking
and
with your legs.
self-respect is what's getting in the way of
Yeah.
that.
What if your mate is riding a bike this whole time?
I'm going to be real upset.
You should call him out on it.
He takes his dog for runs. Maybe he's riding the
bullshit.
dog.
He's got his dog in his backpack riding a bike. I'm sure the app would be like, you're traveling way too fast for someone
Well,
who's like-"
yeah, you would have to go pretty slow. Otherwise, your split times would be
You
like,
just have a casual bike ride.
you've run a kilometre in 30 seconds. What?
That's not how fast you ride a bike. Is that how fast you ride a bike?
What's that in per hour?
30 kilometers in 1 second.
1 kilometre in 30 seconds.
1 kilometer in 30 seconds. I can't bother doing the maths. You figure it out.
That's 120 k's an hour.
Did you do that quickly? Damn. Oh, yeah. Two times.
That's pretty simple.
Yeah. Ooh.
Unless it's not,
Simple.
and I'm wrong. Is it? Let us know.
No, you got it right. I fact checked you just then.
Okay, sweet.
You checked your similarity.
It sounds like we've edited out a break to fact check.
And we're back. Yeah, we just made sure we did
We
that.
haven't. Oh, we swear.
Yeah, that's really cool. Run club. That's cool.
Mm. Yeah, when he invited me, I was like, hell yeah, man, let's do it. And then
What's like a group run like? How would that work?
It's-
Does
so-
everyone jog?
yeah,
Is
so
it,
you're just like,
is it in terms of distance or like your heart rate?
so
do
you,
you-
you,
how do you
basic,
know
you
or
basically all do the same distance, but you set your pace. So
Okay.
you'll run.
So at the end of the
You'll
day,
run-
whoever runs kilometers lengthwise
Yeah.
at the end wins.
So a team run, you don't have to run the whole time. Like
Yeah, it could be a team walk.
You go to your maximum.
But whoever's walking is a loser.
You go to your max. You just agree to meet at a place, and you start at the same place. You agree where you're going to stop.
Oh, really?
It might be a kilometre.
So it's not like a little light jog where you're having a chat. It's just like, okay, cool. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, it's like you set your own pace. You all meet there, and then you have a 5-minute break, and then you go again.
What
type of
time?
thing.
What time are you doing this?
Tomorrow, 7 a.m. We're getting up early. Do you want to come?
Perfect.
You can come if you want.
No. I just want to. I'm going to drive by.
Throw a tennis ball at me
Yeah,
out the
you-
window.
Pick it up. Just start whipping you. Get a wriggle.
You're just blowing a whistle out the top of your car.
Get a wriggle on, mate. Yeah, no, that's cool. I like that. It's a good idea.
It's fun.
I've seen people do similar things, but they have like a device. I'm sure you've seen it, where like it sort of straps around their chest and it tracks their heart rate,
Yep.
and it's like whoever burns the most calories in like a week.
Well, if you have an Apple Watch, it does all that too.
Yeah. Well, no, those are a bit El Dojo. My mom has a Fitbit
Right.
on it, and she's like, "Oh, I've done 26,000 steps today," and I'm like, when I've worked like a full shift and it's like a super busy day, I check my phone, and my phone, like, because your phone also tracks your steps
Yeah.
with my phone, and like the max I've done is like 17,000. I'm like, bullshit, you've done 26,000. She's like, yeah, and I'm like, just do me one thing, go like this for me. They obviously can't see what I'm doing, but I'm shaking my hand around and not walking,
Yeah.
and it's added 5 steps, and I'm like, okay, right.
Right. Cool.
So doing this is a step.
Wait.
So I'm just saying sometimes those can
An
be
easy way to
motivating.
get the steps up on your phone is to just drop it, and it bounces along.
Floors travelled.
Yeah.
267. You dropped it on top of a...
Gives you the altitude.
Yeah. You dropped it on top of a building and you bloody smashed it.
Altitude climbed.
That's funny. Speaking of skyscrapers, did that work or not really?
Where's the fact that I don't know where it's going?
Buildings. There's lots of buildings in New York.
They're on
New York
fire.
is in America. You get what I'm saying?
We're about to get political.
Well, you wanted to bring this up.
No, okay, so
you wanted to bring this up.
last
Michael
week,
is a piece
find
of shit.
I'm a cracker.
Yes,
We're
you
both
are.
crackers.
We are
Anyways,
both crackers.
so last week we were brainstorming some topic ideas for this episode. Stop rubbing your nose on the mic. It probably comes through. It's probably like...
You think so?
Yeah,
I really want to
definitely.
go back and listen.
Wait, let's be quiet and
20
then you do it.
minutes.
Let's be quiet and you do it.
Shut up. Oh, it does.
It's very quiet.
I'm not going to edit that out. That's my nose rubbing against the microphone, by the way. So what are you saying?
So I was like, I think America's always in the news. It's always got some sort of racial tension. And for such a first world country, it kind of, I find it very interesting. Just the idea that there's such a national divide across basically everywhere in America. Like
I mean, I wouldn't say everywhere. That's very broad. There's 400 million people there, and you're saying everywhere is a divide.
there are certainly areas that
Yeah,
are less
yeah.
racially divided than others, and certainly areas that are more. But it's just it's so crazy because in Australia you don't really, at least it feels like you don't really get that.
I mean, I'm certain there's
some.
things
There's
that
definitely some. There's a lot of Australians are very casually racist in a lot of.
There's a lot of casual race, especially from
Cool.
Michael.
Yeah.
Lots of it.
But then it's like, where does casual racism turn into real racism type of thing? And it makes you wonder.
A joke is when
But-
two people laugh.
But
and
I was
I'm
like,
not laughing.
hey, this could be an interesting topic just to kind of talk about.
Yeah, so
I didn't know where we're going to go with it.
obviously there's a whole thing going on.
But then after I said this, like
This was on last episode.
3 days later, the whole incident with George Floyd basically being
Murdered.
murdered in cold
Yeah.
blood.
Have you seen that video?
I have seen it. It's disturbing.
It makes me angry.
It makes me. It's very uncomfortable.
Genuinely makes me angry.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's
it's
fucked
so
up.
it's just so upsetting too.
And it's sad because I'm sure things like that have happened in the past, but people haven't been able to film it.
Oh, 100%.
Someone came out, I don't know who said it, and they were like,
100%.
racism has always been there, but now they're just being filmed.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure that's happened so many times.
You hear of so many stories like George Floyd of like a teenager being shot, like a black teenager being shot.
Like
by
apparently he
two.
pulled a gun or something, and I'm
Yeah,
sure
and
sometimes it's true, but
A lot of it comes down to a bit of a he said, she said.
Yeah,
Some of
it's
them
like-
there's hard evidence for, others not so much. But this was so in your face and plain
there's,
obvious.
there's no arguing he did the right thing.
And I think definitely that's why it's become such a huge thing. And
Yeah.
there's riots in the street.
Looting,
I
stuff
do
like that.
kind of feel for the people that kind of get caught in the crossfire of this. Like you've seen the videos
Business
of
owners
people,
and stuff.
business owners that are just getting their shit stolen.
They're like, oh, it's my business way doing this, you know.
yeah.
But
And
I
it's
feel like
I'm all for peaceful protest, but it's like
I feel like the protesters are
shame.
doing like trashing Target and like attacking CNN buildings to send a message.
it's
Because what happened was such a hard like violence, like it was a hard thing that happened.
it was
And
murder
it's like
basically.
doing a peaceful protest like we did in 2016 about Black Lives Matter.
Didn't do shit.
It didn't do shit.
So it's
this time let's burn some shit.
let's inconvenience the whole system.
Yeah,
just
and
to
it's-
send a
and
message.
You know, like sometimes. I mean, I'm not saying it works, but I'm just saying you kind of feel for that, and you're like, oh, you know what?
Well, no, definitely. Like I don't
Burn
know.
some shit. Do it.
Mm.
Burn them all. No, I'm just
Burn
kidding.
'em
Don't do that. But have you seen like the videos of like all the police guards protecting the officer's house and stuff like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's
Mm.
basically on a watch 24/7.
I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, you should let people, you know, go to his house and something, probably kill him.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Oh, they would for sure.
yeah, but it's just like, at the end of the day, even the baddest people in the world, if they're getting jailed, they have protection. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm.
that's not what happens. You know, that's not how the system works. Like, even a child rapist gets protected by police if there's
Yeah.
death threats at his house. You know what I mean?
The
That's why there's people there.
The reason there's a justice system is
Yeah.
to ensure that it's just.
Yeah.
It's like
Everyone
Like,
gets the equal thing. It's not
as
like
much as
you
much
get-
as their justice system may be a bit skewed in terms of racial
Police,
racial divide and
Mm.
incarceration of black people being way higher and things like that. Even though the justice system seems a bit weird, it does exist to
Make everyone have to face
to
the
be
same
fair.
consequences.
But then
you
it's
know?
like, will he get a fair trial because
That's what it's all
he's a
gonna boil
white
down
police
to.
officer?
That's what it's going to boil down
And
to.
it's just a
Honestly, if
mess.
there's news that comes out and he's like, he gets a slap on the wrist and
Oh.
it would be
Well,
proper chaos.
I
That's
don't
when
know.
everything. Because I'm pretty sure he's been arrested, right?
Oh, it would be.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's been arrested.
It's-
He's
I'm
in
pretty
custody
sure-
or something like
Pretty
that.
sure it's instant dismissal.
Yeah.
From
Yeah, he
of
lost his
course.
job, and then everyone's like,
Imagine he was back out there fighting
Yeah.
the riots.
so dumb. Hey guys, come on.
Hey guys, come on.
Hey,
No
hey.
need for violence, guys.
Guys, violence is not the answer.
Guys,
That'd be horrible. He
come
would,
on, come on.
yeah. Nah,
But
yeah, I'm pretty sure he lost his job, and everyone's like, cool, but are you going to arrest him? And I'm pretty sure he's been arrested.
murder.
Yeah.
See, it brought up a big question of what do you even do in that situation? Because the moment you step
Who?
in, like as a bystander in that situation,
Mm.
imagine you stepping in.
Well,
Saying,
the police officers that were there, they're just as bad as him.
but say someone from
Yeah.
the street is like, you're killing him. He's suffocating.
And you hear that in the
and
video.
you go to push that police officer off.
You're arrested.
You've assaulted a police officer,
See
and
you later, buddy.
you'll probably be shot dead
Something like that.
because they'll take that as a serious
It's
threat.
either let him die or you push him and you both end up getting arrested.
Yeah,
And it's just like...
either way.
That's why it's so helpless seeing it. You're
And-
like, dude, just get off him.
And then it's the case of, say you did save his life, but he didn't die, so you never knew if he was going to die.
Yeah, no, exactly.
So it's like, oh, you only
I
assaulted
think the
a police
person who
officer.
filmed it did the right thing.
Definitely.
I think filming it and spreading it was the right
Yeah,
thing to do.
yeah,
Like
definitely.
film it and be like, look, you're on his. Let him go or whatever.
As horrible as it is, as horrible as the situation seems to be now with, fairly violent riot. There's a lot of peaceful protests, but there's quite also violent riots, and people have died as well protecting their own properties and shops.
There's
I'm
lots
pretty
of
sure.
lots of
Because it's like they shouldn't have to protect their
Yeah.
own product.
there's lots of footage out there, like so many videos that are just coming out of like police officers, just like making the riots, like tear gassing, shooting
Yeah.
reporters and stuff like that. There's lots of, and I feel like that's just sort of like a panic. They're going on the offensive. They're just like shoot these people first rather than them shooting them or something like that.
Yeah.
I feel that's what it ends up being.
Yeah.
But I saw I did a little bit of research.
A little bit of research. I did too, because I didn't want to be spouting anything
Yeah,
that I didn't know was true.
Well, a common tactic in riot stopping, I guess, is that the right word? Whatever.
Pull out the RCXD.
There's lots of undercover cops that dress up as protesters,
and
smash up stuff, and then that's the excuse for them to go in and arrest people.
I saw little bits of this.
I think there
It's
was
one of those things
there
where
was a
it's like-
video on Reddit. I'm pretty sure.
It's hard to tell how true it all is.
Yeah.
But apparently I've seen similar, like I've heard similar things about them planting bricks
Yep.
in the street, so to entice people to throw them, because then
Stuff like
that's an
that.
act of violence, and that's a reason
And
for
then
them to
that's
step in.
when they step in. Yeah. I
And it's
saw
like, yeah.
there was footage. I don't know if it was undercover cop, but there was someone like smashing up some pavers with a hammer. And then all the protesters like grab him and like throw him at the police to arrest him and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I think you saw
and
that.
that's
as well.
good. I haven't seen.
Yeah,
that.
then the police officers were like really nice to the people that grabbed him. So like, that's wholesome stuff.
Have you seen a lot of the stuff that have people like that our like people in our circles have been sharing? I don't know about you, but I know a lot of people in my circles.
Yeah, lots of like Instagram posts and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
But about how it's like people are talking about like this is only an American thing, but in reality, Australia has like
Oh, I'm
a much
certain
higher
there would be.
Indigenous Australian like jail rate and arrest rate and things like that. And
I mean, that's when you were saying before. You were like, "Oh, here in Australia," and I'm like, "Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sure like that you could dig up and you'd find something like that."
yeah, definitely.
But I think this example is new news for a lot of people, but it's old news for so many people. They're like, this happens to so many African American people all the time.
And the thing,
And it's just only this time they filmed it,
yeah,
and it's just such a blatant like. There's no like CCTV footage where it's all blurry. It's like
no,
blatant.
it's right in front of you. You can
murder.
hear him. You
Yeah.
can hear him saying
dead.
he can't breathe.
He died.
It's the type of thing too where it's so easy to sit back and be like, well, of course they get arrested more because they commit more petty crime. Like, look at the statistics.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you look at the way
It's stuff like that.
Just the way the country's set up, and it's like honestly, it's similar in Australia. Like Indigenous communities are, without a doubt, less advantaged.
Yeah,
like they aren't given the same resources. They aren't given the same, and the same with like low. You know, of course, areas with low socioeconomic value aren't going to have. You know, there's going to be more petty crime, like stealing, robbery, drugs, everything like that. It is what it is. Because, you know, because that's their reality kind of thing. And it's like...
There's like...
you really have to attack it on a large scale, systematic level.
Yeah,
like you can't,
it's not so much like, hey, they do more crime. It's like, yeah, sure, but there's innocent ones of those people who get arrested and stuff like that. And it's just like... It's just messed up.
Yeah, it's probably not good enough just to tell the police, "Hey, stop, you know, abusing.
Hey, don't do that, bro.
Stop abusing African American people." And it's more a case of like, "Hey, we need to think about why."
There just needs to be stronger things in place.
Why this is even a situation?
Yeah, it's like if there's something like this happens, they should just instantly be arrested, jailed, like gone. Like this, like obviously that's hopefully what will happen to this guy.
Yeah. Have you heard the stories about people being arrested for running?
No, what?
Like there's guys just doing or girls just doing exercise, and because they're running, police will tackle them or like arrest them on the basis that they're running from something.
Aren't you going on a run tomorrow morning?
I am going on a run. I might get bloody arrested, mate.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Hey, pull over. Oh, I'm just in a run club. See ya.
Imagine. I got my Nike running app, I swear. Maybe
well, that's like
the secret.
They just need
the Nike running app.
They need a Nike running app.
Guys, racism isn't a thing.
Nike running app.
You just need the Nike running app to say that you're running.
Someone's just like throwing bricks at a window. No, I got a Nike running app. Oh, yeah, that's all good, bro. Go for it.
That's cool, man.
No, I saw it happened like a few weeks ago. There was African American guy going for a run, and then he saw a sold house. Like someone just sold it, and then he like went inside, had like a little look around. Went back and these two guys thought he was stealing stuff and went over and shot him and he died.
Yeah, bro. There was a huge story about a female police officer walking into the wrong apartment
and just shot the person.
And she shot the person in the apartment she thought was hers, but it was really his apartment and he was black.
Yeah.
And so it was like, did you shoot him because you stereotyped him as stealing something from what you thought was your apartment? Was it an honest mistake and you would have shot anyone? It just opens up a big can of worms.
I think that's just sort of like, if you see someone in your house, you're probably going to shoot them, regardless of their skin color. I don't know. I just assume maybe she probably just went, hey, this is my apartment. What the hell? Bang. Oh, shit, this isn't my apartment.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure.
Yeah.
That's why I assume.
And that's an example of one of those situations where it's kind of like he said, she said, the truth is kind of blurred. But in this new case, it's clearly not blurred. It's right there in bloody 720p 60 frames a second on the iPhone
4K,
X, mate.
4K stuff.
Do you think Apple should jump on this as an advertising opportunity?
No,
to say,
not at all.
Look how good our camera is.
Bloody good quality video, isn't it? We bloody smashed that, haven't we? Yeah, no, I definitely think we should.
Imagine the...
No way, they're not going to do that. That's dumb.
That would be horrible, but it would be...
There's been a lot of funny TikToks out. There was this one where it's like, I'm pretty sure you've seen it, maybe. This guy like had his locations up on his phone, and it was like looking at Target, and it's like Target might be closed, and it pans up, and it's the Target that like burnt down, and they're like, I wonder why it's closed. That's funny.
I saw a very fitting joke on Reddit today.
We love
which I thought I might share. Last episode, I shared a joke. It's very soon. It's very.
Last episode, I shared a joke. So this week, I'm going to share a joke as well.
It's good. As all it is why do police get to protests early? To beat the crowd.
Nothing like a Michael pun to get us all, all happy about this whole thing. You
just
piece
broke a glass.
of shit, you asshole.
I feel like I keep leaning away from my mic. Does it look quieter on the waveform? Because I'm speaking past it.
Try.
Whereas now?
No, it's
compared
fine.
to now?
It's all good.
Oh, it was okay.
Just calm down, would you? So penisy about
antsy. Do you want a beer?
Nah, you keep asking me for a beer.
It's been a pretty heavy topic. Do we want a break?
Yeah, we'll go for... I was just about to say we can go for a break here if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I might grab a second beer, mate.
Yeah, of course you will, you fucking alcoholic.
Yummy.
All right, see you guys in a sec, losers.
And we're back. How are you, Sean?
Good.
How was your line of crack cocaine?
It was good. Got me energized.
Energized?
Yeah.
People say
How's your 15th beer for the night?
people
Good?
talk about coffee and Red Bull like they're the only two options.
Is this a transition into
like
coffee
they're
bean?
like they're the only. Oh, it could be.
Oh, mate.
Oh, mate, it
Bloody
could be. People talk about coffee and Red Bull like they're the only way to stay awake. You know, on a tired day. Do you think microdosing cocaine could come in and be popular?
No. Not at all.
Why?
Because it's illegal.
But what if it wasn't?
That's what you're asking.
Mm.
I don't know. I haven't done cocaine before, so I'm not sure. Have you? Just swallow into the mic a bit more. Do it a bit louder, thanks. Just a bit louder. Yep. Thank you. All right, got it.
That wasn't a swallow. That was just a.
Put your
face.
pants back on.
Sorry, man.
That's disgusting.
Where did I put the lube?
All right, what are you asking?
I just then we're talking about superheroes.
Were we?
And then you mentioned something being illegal. No, we were talking about it off thingo a little bit. I mentioned it and you brushed me off. So we were talking about it.
What superhero power would you
I was
have?
thinking, you know, in X-Men, how the X-Men, the mutants, the mutants are,
You know, in X-Men, the X-Men.
you know, the X-Men in the X-Men.
Yes.
They're basically outlawed. They're not allowed to exist.
No, yeah.
They're shunned from society. They're like a minority, right?
Yeah.
And the whole thing, back to America a little bit, X-Men is kind of like a big metaphor for racism. Think about it.
Yeah. No, I've got it. But where are you
Yeah.
going with this?
Yeah. So, if like superhero people existed, but it's only maybe like 20% of the population, do you think there would be a big divide? Or do you think it would be like, they'd be celebrities? Do you
If
think
there's 20%, that's a lot of people.
it is a lot of people? Enough
I don't know. They'd just be... Why would they make it a minority if they have superpowers? They'd probably just kill you, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, that's what the
What
point
if
of the
one
X-Men
can, like,
movies, isn't it?
You know? Just stab you.
If you were to be a superhero,
This is the question that we wanted to ask. If you're a superhero, what power would you be? If you're dumb, if you don't say stopping power. Stopping power? Stopping
Call of
time.
Duty perks.
No. Stopping time.
Stopping time.
Yeah. Just stopping time, you'd win every battle. You
Stopping
can't
time?
lose. You just stop everything.
I think you'd drive yourself crazy though.
How? You just don't use it unless you need to.
You'd become a perfectionist. You'd be like, oh, I need to stop time and do this.
Nah.
I think it would drive you mental.
No, not at all.
You know those powers
Bloody
that are
try
a
me,
bit-
mate. Give it to me.
It'll be a bit damaging to yourself, to your
How?
your mental state. Because you're like, oh, I just stop time.
Yeah.
But imagine how long a day would be for you if you stop time to get things right.
You just don't. Just don't stop time.
What if you could speed up time?
That's even worse.
Why?
Speeding up. Why? When would you want to speed up time?
We'll say you don't age. Say
Ah.
you don't. Say you age in your normal rate according to time,
Ah.
according to you. But you could speed up time around you, and you could use it like time travel.
Nah, there's no use in that. That's
Why?
dumb.
You could see the future and shit.
Name me an example of when you want to speed up time besides waiting at the doctor's for a doctor's appointment.
Waiting at Centrelink.
Besides that.
Waiting at in the line at the grocery
Besides
store.
waiting, name another time when you can speed up time.
What if you could speed up the time, but you still... It's like your body during that time is put on autopilot. So you go into an exam, you speed up the time throughout the exam, but so it's like you kind of... It's like falling asleep. It's like when you dream, right?
So you fall asleep in the exam and you...
You know when you
You
fall.
get
You know when you
0%.
fall asleep at night and you wake up straight
Yeah,
away,
yeah,
basically,
you're like
and you're on
terrible.
the other side.
Hmm.
That's what you could do. That's your power. You could basically like block out the memory of the
Name-
middle, and it feels like you fall asleep and wake up somewhere else
That's cool, but name a time you'd use that.
when you're going to sleep.
I've got that superpower. Tell you what, I have the ability to heal, but very slowly.
Would you? Okay.
Yeah.
What about healing slower than normal?
You are the dumbest person ever. Moving on. Nah, we won't move on.
Would you-
Name your superpower.
I
besides,
think flying's not all it's cracked up to be.
No, definitely
Everyone's
not.
like flying would be the best superpower.
That's so dumb.
You could imagine how free you would feel. Fuck off! You get hit by a bloody rocket
Yeah,
going.
but it's like, oh, I get to work. I could fly, or I could just Just drive.
If the weather's bad,
Exactly.
it's not helpful.
It's
is it?
definitely so what? So why is the power you want stopping time?
It's not.
What is it?
Have you seen the movie Jumper?
Yeah, that one's good too.
Like teleporting.
I'd
instantly?
either be because sometimes when people ask this question, like stopping time, like that's not a superpower, and I'd be like teleportation. Then teleporting would be great.
Teleporting would be good.
That just solves so many problems.
I think a lot of other superpowers would just be minor conveniences, like being super strong.
Oh, that
It'd be
sucks.
so handy.
Handy?
Yeah, handy.
Yeah, it'd be pretty good.
Imagine how easy your like hard labor job would be if you were super strong.
But like with super strength, does that mean you don't get tired as well? So like, let's say you're like moving soil. Do you get like? Do you
Yeah,
still get
physical-
sweaty and stuff?
It's so easy for you.
Oh, okay,
You know,
right.
it's like picking up cotton balls and putting them.
But I'm sure when you pick up enough cotton balls, you get a bit tired.
Well, yeah, if you do it for a day.
Yeah, so you'd still get tired after work. What a dumb
Yeah, but you wouldn't
superhero.
be, you wouldn't be physically
bitch.
exhausted.
Yeah, true. I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
I'm just picking apart you stupid little thing.
What about not needing to sleep?
That'd be pretty cool. Invisibility. That's all right.
Invisibility.
Maybe.
That would be good.
You reckon?
I don't know when you'd use it.
Yeah, that's what
It feels
thinking.
creepy. It feels
If
like
you're thinking like
it feels like a superpower that would very easily get creepy.
that would be it. If you had like if there was super villains, if there's super villains in the world, then invisibility would work. But other than that, I don't really.
Mm.
What if like you?
What could you use invisibility for good? Like, how would you use that for good?
I was just about to say, go into a shopping center and grab stuff, but that's not good, is it?
My good superpower is stealing.
Fuck, I don't know. What would it be? I can't think of anything. See, that's what I mean.
Maybe
Superpowers in everyday life. Sometimes,
unless
they're
you're
not very
fighting crime, they're not that good.
good. Like Wolverine's, like blades. That'd be annoying, isn't it?
You wouldn't need kitchen knives.
You just grab like, sorry about that, brother. You know what I mean?
I imagine, like, you know how when you
Magneto would be good. You know,
when
when
you-
you like uses metal.
that would
That'd
be
so
helpful.
easy.
That would be helpful.
Have you ever been like you drop something and you're like,
But then someone that's telekinetic is just Magneto a bit better
yeah,
because they can.
fuck Magneto, he sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
telekinesis.
Imagine like you hop into bed and you're like, oh, I've got to turn off the light. Ooh,
just-
that'd be good.
You just flick.
That would be the best.
You flick your finger
It'd be like, so number one, we're gonna tier this superhero
to the
powers.
superpowers.
Stopping time is God tier. A tier would be
I don't think it is God
teleportation.
tier.
Name something better than stopping time. I'll
You
wait.
still have to live.
I'll wait.
Life
I'll
would
wait.
take so long.
Bro, that's if you use it consistently. Today, there hasn't been a time where I'm like, I'm going to stop time because today was just a normal day.
Imagine all the bricks you could take out of protesters' hands by stopping time.
Oh, it'd be good, wouldn't
It'd
it?
be good.
Okay.
Remember that time I said retard a lot?
That was so funny.
I left that in.
because, like, you said retard, and I was like, why do you have to bleep that out? You're like, oh, I just don't want to keep saying retard, and I'm like, stop saying it if you want to edit it out, and then you just left it in. So
Yeah,
you
well, I
kept
just
saying-
thought it was funny.
No, you just couldn't be bothered. You
Yeah.
suck. Last episode 7, I think it was the first episode with that intro. I edited it. I made it like a little fade out at the end, so like we don't hear Michael's annoying voice. What does he do? I'm like, did you do the fade out last episode? Michael's like, nah, I can't be bothered.
I couldn't be bothered.
Now we don't have consistency when it comes to episodes.
Why? It doesn't
Actually,
matter.
tell you what would be funny.
It's fine. Guess who noticed? No one.
I did. Hey, DM us if you noticed. I love it. All these people just be like, yeah, I noticed. It was really annoying. That would be funny.
Go on.
Is if every episode you edit, you don't put the fade out. An episode I edit, there's a fade in. So now you know the difference between our edits.
Edit styles. Maybe you can pick apart what's different.
What is your favorite episode? Ooh.
Who
That'd be
edited
good.
what?
Yeah, I've only edited 2 episodes, so.
Mm. I think if you're gonna give us feedback this week, it's do you enjoy us giving our opinions on more serious topics,
Yeah.
or do you think, bro, shut the fuck up? I come here to listen to some banter
Yeah.
and not some. I want to get away from the world
Mm.
type of thing.
Yeah.
Because
That's
sometimes
definitely
I'll
true.
listen to a podcast about a specific thing, and I don't want to hear about.
Oh, really?
Yeah, do
Why'd
it.
you bring up that topic then? Damn it.
Well, no, because it's our podcast. We do what we want.
Do
mate.
it. What do you want, bro? I tell you what.
But you know,
Yeah, I got
maybe
like
people don't like it.
we it's good for us to pick relatable topics.
Yes.
Subway, school,
At
stuff
least-
like that. It's just like people be like, "Oh, I've gone to Subway before. I can relate to this." As opposed to being
I
like,
went to school once.
"Hey, have you ever built some stupid bookcase that doesn't use nails or glue?" No, I haven't. So people can't relate.
I'm actually quite interested. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, I made this stupid bookcase. It's so stupid. Yeah,
Just for a bit of context, I made a bookshelf at uni that doesn't use glue or nails. Check out my Instagram.
Oh, you
Am I gonna quickly
bitch,
plug
bro.
it?
Of course you're going to plug it twice. That's
No,
all
I'm not
Michael
gonna plug
does.
it. I'll plug it at the end.
Plugs twice. Plug Instagram twice.
I'll plug it at the end.
Plug it Instagram twice. Does your Instagram show likes? Or does that change for everyone?
When I click on it, it does.
No, but like when you're scrolling through your newsfeed, it comes up with like...
No.
No, it doesn't?
No.
Yeah. What's your opinion on that? I feel like it's such a good thing. I'm glad they did that.
I think it's good.
I think it's a good thing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You
I
care a
think-
lot about likes, so I'm just trying to get your opinion. You're like, I haven't
think-
uploaded in a while, Sean. I've got to upload a photo, bro. Take a photo of me. That's what you do, like every 2 minutes. Continue.
Bro, I haven't uploaded in 10 minutes. You gotta,
10 days,
you gotta hit me
brother.
up. My meme page fans are getting antsy.
Are you paying me out because I have a meme page?
Do you have a meme page?
No, I don't.
You have a private.
Yeah, that fell through, didn't it?
You don't upload it on anymore.
Nah, I just couldn't be bothered. At first, I'm like, this is funny. I have so many good ideas.
Maybe share your private Instagram, and that can be the new podcast Instagram.
Why would that be? I was messaging Michael before, a while ago, a few weeks ago. I feel like our shared Instagram is just going to turn into a meme, like a meme Instagram.
Well, it started to when you uploaded a photo of me with my shaved head, and,
That's so
and
funny.
that dumb caption where you're like, "Hey, it's me, Michael, the least favorite Young Crumbs podcast."
Second favourite Young Scrum host. Oh, bro, that was so funny. Such a funny.
Hey, if you don't mind, just quickly message me and let me know what you think of my hair. I saw it and I was like, "Oh, you bastard!"
Yeah.
It was pretty funny.
And then I remember I was messaging you, and he didn't say anything, and I was like, "Oh shit,
He
is he
didn't
angry at
reply.
me? Is he genuinely pissed off?" I was like, "Oh shit, I've ruined the podcast, and it's only been 8 episodes." Moving on to a different topic than your trash.
Go on.
Worst rap lyrics I could find. I'm just gonna read them off to you. Get your thoughts here. We got
Okay.
this one here.
Is this a BuzzFeed article you found?
No, it isn't. If you shoot my dog, I'ma kill your cat. Ooh. You like that one? That's threatening.
That doesn't sound like a rap lyric.
It is a rap lyric. It's by Jay-Z.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Take
don't
that
know,
back.
I don't know much about Jay-Z, but I expected better.
Oh, yeah. I don't know about him, but I keep him to a high standard. And I'm
You
really
know,
upset.
people say he's good. I'm not sure anymore.
Young, black, and famous with money hanging out the anus.
It's not a good place to keep your money.
You got money in your anus?
Yeah.
I mean, when you have that much money,
You gotta
maybe
put-
that's
you gotta
maybe
put
that's where it
somewhere.
belongs.
Maybe is that they say rich people wipe their ass with money.
Yep.
It's like
Oh,
is
maybe
that
that's it.
Is that a play on words? I think that's it.
I don't know. Is it?
I would say so.
This one's funny. This
Look,
one's not really
I write rap, and I would say that's the.
I am
meaning.
a writer. I am a rap writer. A poem.
a rapper.
They should call themselves rappers. Why don't they do that?
I think
This
there's
one's
a word for that.
I have a daughter. I'm buying her baby Birkin. Fucked her good and got her legs hurting. So I think there's meant to be a comma in there somewhere. But there's a nice little flow and it just doesn't work.
Can we change topics, please?
No, this is funny.
Is it?
Oh, do you want to?
No, it's fine. I think it's riveting stuff. Go on.
Oh, no, all right. Michael doesn't like.
No, read another Jay-Z
Oh, what's
one.
your like? what's your,
You just threw your phone away.
oh, what's your like famous like superhero, bro?
Read some more lyrics.
No, we'll just do your topic.
I don't have any more topics.
Exactly.
Okay. Are we going to do it? We're going to bring up coffee beans.
Oh no! I thought we'd get to the episode without doing it. All right,
Okay.
fine.
So,
Explain it, dickhead.
we were in Japan,
Did you go to Japan? Did you?
us and two other mates, and we went to a really nice coffee place.
It was really good.
It's great. It's great. I'm not a huge fan of coffee, but I enjoyed myself. And
So maybe you're not very knowledgeable about coffee. Would you say?
Maybe.
I'd say that. I'd say that very, very much so.
Can I give
I think you're
context?
dumb. No, I'm sorry.
Wow. Let's
That's
give a
joke.
bit of context. Okay, so we're in Japan.
In Japan.
We were having some coffee, and
Coffee.
we got talking about instant coffee.
Instant coffee.
And then somehow, I forget who...
Don't know.
I don't know where it started, but
It was one of those like,
the conversation turned into a debate on whether instant coffee contains coffee ground or coffee beans.
coffee beans.
Like ground coffee beans.
Grounded coffee beans.
Does instant coffee have grounded coffee beans in it?
So this question came up,
Would you like to present your argument?
and then everyone was like, yeah, of course it does. Yeah, it's dumb, isn't it? And then Michael was like, no, it doesn't. And that's when it all sparked off. And this was just a big thing. It was just like,
So can I share
you go first,
what I think?
and I'll just I'll chop it all down.
You got to promise not to interrupt though.
Oh, I won't.
Let me finish it and then you can say. Okay?
Go.
Instant coffee is made from coffee beans, but it doesn't have coffee beans in it, right? We looked it up. The process is they make this stuff out of coffee beans. They basically make coffee. They dry it out into a crystalline form, and that crystalline form is dissolvable in water, which coffee beans aren't. The crystalline form's dissolvable in water, and that's what instant coffee is, that crystalline stuff, right? It's made from coffee beans, but there's no coffee beans in them, or there's no coffee ground in your cup when you make instant coffee.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Now, that's so dumb.
No,
just
it's not. No, it's not.
So how do you get the coffee taste then? Where does that coffee taste come
It comes from the coffee beans.
So there's coffee beans in it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we're done then. Cool. You just said it does have coffee beans in it.
Okay, would you say that... What's an example?
You don't have one because
No, I do,
everything makes
okay.
sense.
So if you were to make chicken stock,
Oh, we made this example.
we've used it. I'm going to bring it up again.
Yeah,
because-
go for it. I can chop it down as well, bitch. We're about to shake his hands after this episode. Just there's coffee beans in coffee. Yeah, okay.
So actually, to be fair, I don't know how chicken stock is exactly made. Let me think of another example.
Ill-informed.
Okay, when you make tea, right?
You make tea. Are you a big tea person?
I have been lately because I had a sore throat. And
Are you sick?
And I've been having a lot of tea.
Are you sick?
Shut up! I got corona.
Oh
man.
my
Like,
goodness!
don't corona shame me.
Hey, come on, man. We're friends. We're people as well. So I think with the
As I'm sitting here having a beer.
so the example that we used, like while we were like arguing, while Michael was trying to defend himself, was chicken stock, and Michael was like, "Chicken stock
wouldn't
doesn't
say-
have chicken in it."
you
That's
wouldn't
what you were
say
saying.
you wouldn't say chicken stock has chicken in it.
Yes,
But
it
then
does.
the question of like
Vegetarians can't have chicken
vegetarians can't have chicken stock
Because there's
it
chicken
has
in it.
chicken in it. But it's like it doesn't really. It's made from chicken, but
it
it's
has
not,
chicken in it. That's why vegetarians can't eat it.
No, it's made from chicken. That's why they can't eat it.
That's the same thing. We're saying
Okay.
the same thing.
So not all lollies, like actually gummy bears are vegan. I think.
Yep.
What's a lolly? Maybe like bananas.
Bananas are vegan. Yes.
Are they? No, like the lolly banana.
Oh, I thought you meant bananas.
Right. There are lollies, no doubt, that
Mm.
aren't vegan, right? Because they're made with glucose, which comes from animal fat.
Mm.
Pretty sure
I think so.
that's how science works, right?
I think that's how science works. Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyways,
would you say
what I say,
that there's pork in that lolly?
glucose doesn't come from pork.
What animal does it come from? Then?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay, well, in this example, it does come from pork.
Hmm.
Would you say that there's pork?
It just brings up the same
Would you say
argument.
there's pig in that lolly?
Yes, that's why they can't eat it.
No, but
because
you
there's
wouldn't.
pig in it.
Because there's something made.
There's
It's derived from. There's no actual. The argument that I'm making is that there's no actual coffee ground in your instant
Yes,
coffee.
there is.
So you brought up. I was like, because then I said, when you drink instant coffee, there's nothing left in the bottom because it dissolves, and you're like, oh, there is actually a little bit because you see it. I was like, okay.
That's what someone else said.
So
it gets
whatever.
dissolves into the water.
Some gets through. That's fine.
Hmm.
But the idea of instant coffee is that it's not coffee beans. It's something else made from coffee beans
Hmm.
that is then mixed with the water. But you wouldn't say that there's coffee beans in them.
Seawater, does it have salt in it? Does seawater have salt in it? Does seawater have salt in it? Does seawater have salt in it?
Yes. Yeah, it does.
Does coffee water have coffee in it? Yes. It just
not
gets
the same
dissolved
thing.
into the water. That's the same thing you're saying.
It's not the same thing.
If seawater has salt in it, right? You can't see the salt, right? When you look in the water,
would
you can't
say,
see it.
No. Would you say when you make salt,
It's just such like a. It gets so heated, yeah.
you make when you cook pasta, you put
Carbonara?
back to the seawater thing.
Hmm.
You put salt water with your pasta.
Sure
right?
do.
Would you say once that pasta's cooked and in a bowl, one of the key ingredients is salt water?
Yeah, because
No,
when
you
you
wouldn't.
make it, it tastes so salty because you put salt water in
Let's
it.
not make this about us.
This is about
All right?
you.
No. Let's not involve the kids, okay?
Let's not argue in front of the children. The millions of people listening at home. All right, look. Meanwhile, it's like we're both arguing. It's never.
Yeah.
We're never going to convince each other that we're right or wrong.
I don't think you can't say that there's coffee grounds in instant coffee.
Mm.
It's derived from coffee grounds,
Mm.
but there's no coffee grounds in instant coffee.
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 Oh, you said it wrong because he said. All right, that's your closing statement. I say if something's derived from it, it has it in it. That's what the whole thing means. When you break it down to like particles and sciencey stuff, the reason it tastes like coffee is because it comes from coffee beans, which means there's coffee in it. That's what it is. That's what it comes from. That's how it works. Something's derived from something, it has it in it. You know what I mean? I think we talked about like allergic.
I don't
Like
get
it's
it.
like peanut
yeah.
butter. Do I say there's peanut in it? Yes. Because
There
people
is
who are
peanut.
allergic from
But
peanuts.
there is peanuts in peanut butter.
Yeah, that's why there's coffee beans in coffee. Instant coffee.
If you boiled peanuts with water and then
Gave it to someone who's allergic to peanuts.
and then we're not
Don't
talking-
you-
we're not,
don't
talking,
you
we're
do
not
that.
talking about allergies.
I was
There's
trying
gonna be a
to
lot of
explain
pause-
this.
There's going to be a lot of pausing you need to take out.
Yeah, I know there is a lot of
Anyways,
Thanks, bro.
if I boiled peanuts with water and then took that water
Mm.
after it formed a crystalline structure
Mm.
and then made peanut butter out of it,
Mm.
would you say there's peanuts in it?
Mhm. Definitely.
Or would you say
Mm.
that there's not physically peanuts in it? Because the argument I was making was that there's no physical coffee grounds or coffee beans in there.
So what you're trying to say is that the shape of a coffee bean, there is no shape of coffee beans in there, but there is coffee beans in there
No,
because it's been crushed up.
it's not. No, it hasn't been crushed up.
That's
because
that's what you do with coffee beans. You crush
they
it up.
take out the crushed up bits.
Then what do they put in it? They crush up the coffee beans and then remove the coffee beans. How do they make instant coffee?
When you make tea,
Huh.
the tea stays in the tea bag.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Mm.
How does the tea change? How does the water change color then?
Because there's tea in it. That's the leaves. The leaves makes the water taste like tea.
Yeah, what?
There's tea in it.
What's the word for tea?
What's the word for tea?
What do the leaves do in the water? What's the word for it?
I don't-
It's not dissolve.
I don't know.
It's-
Dilute?
No.
Look.
Brew. No, not brew.
Brew? You brew coffee, brother. Mm-hmm. All right.
Why don't you brew tea?
Hey, shut your mouth.
New question. Why don't you brew tea?
We're not doing this. So we're going to pass it off to the people.
Yes.
If
you're
you
going to write in
think-
about anything,
This
write
is
in
it.
about
This
this.
is going to be the ultimate.
This is the ultimate.
We're going to shake my hand right now. If either of us are right or wrong, right,
You now have corona.
we just have to live with it. So what I think we should do is we should put it out to the people.
We've put it out to the people before. We put it out to our friends when
And you lost.
when we were in Japan.
And you lost.
Yeah, because you worded it wrong.
Oh,
You worded the question
goodness.
to make me sound like a Gumby.
That's because you are sounding like a Gumby. You are a Gumby.
I'm not a Gumby.
So what you are saying
Okay.
is that you believe in instant coffee, that there is not physical coffee beans in it.
Well said. Couldn't agree more.
You happy
What-
with that? Are you happy with
Hey,
that?
you said it. I'm just agreeing with you.
You happy
man.
with it?
You said it.
All right. That's what Michael believes.
What do you mean? You just said it. You agree too.
Yeah, no, that's the question. That's the question for sure.
I'm trying to
I'm just trying to
be
make
like-
sure that you're happy with this because later on it's going to get proven wrong and
I'm
you're going to be
glad-
like, that's not what I said.
I'm
That's not what I
glad
said,
we
bro.
agree.
You're good?
Yeah, that's
You got
it.
it?
That's it.
That's what you
We're done.
believe. That's what you believe.
Not much has happened. This
What I
episode.
What I believe is that you're wrong and then there is physical coffee beans in it because that's how instant coffee is made. There's coffee in it. It's coffee. Coffee comes from coffee beans. Physical coffee beans.
While we're here,
Shut your mouth.
should we bring up whether or not water is wet?
Ooh. That's a tough... Hang on. Can we just close this up quickly?
Yeah, sure.
Please DM us whether you think... we might even put like an Instagram story where we both agree on the question and we'll get a yes or no vote.
yeah.
I think that's
Well,
what we should
you
do.
just said it. You just said it perfectly.
Yeah. We'll put that up maybe sometime this week and we'll
Probably-
talk about it next episode.
I'd say Wednesday.
So just keep an eye-
Thursday, because that's when we get most downloads. Apparently,
Keep an eye on the Instagram on Thursday then, okay? And just give us a yes or no. Obviously, it's going to be a yes. 'cause it is physical
hit that
coffee.
notification bell.
Is water wet? Water
No.
is not wet, no.
Is that because being wet is a state of having water on you,
Correct.
right?
Mm.
It's not the material.
Mhm.
Water can't have water on water
Mm-mm.
because that's just more
That's
water.
just water.
That's just
That's water squared.
Water plus water is just bigger amounts of water.
Just a large amount of water in it.
Yeah.
Does seawater have salts in it?
Why can't we be this in sync when it comes to coffee?
That's the thing, but we agree with a lot of things, but it's just that one thing. And yeah, it was just like, we like punched each other in the face after that too. It was crazy.
Do you want to close this off with some more rap lyrics?
No, you didn't like that topic idea, so don't worry about it.
I'm sorry, man.
No,
I was,
don't worry about
I was just making fun of you,
No.
and I shouldn't have.
Are we done? Because I'm done.
Wow. I'm fucking done with
This
this
is the
podcast.
last episode. Thank you so much for... Shout out to our Michigan listeners.
Our Michigan listeners,
Or listener.
maybe
Don't know how that works.
maybe she's just repeating it.
Maybe she's just replaying her favourite episodes. And that being... What's your favourite episode we've done?
The high school, the one where we talk about high school and
Really? You really like that one, don't you?
Because I'm a teacher, mate. I find that.
Are you a
shit
teacher?
interesting.
Since when?
Well, studying.
Yeah, didn't think so, brother.
Sorry, no,
Nah,
but
it's good.
I find that interesting because I see it too. When I'm
And not a lot of people saw that episode because it was sort of in the...
it was in the middle.
Do you want to quickly run it through quickly now? Quickly go.
High school was pretty easy, eh?
Yeah, I hate bullies. Do you hate bullies?
Yeah, bullies aren't cool.
Yeah, cool.
Mm.
That's pretty much it, really.
I was thinking the other day, where's
That's dangerous.
I can save this for next week.
What is it?
Like,
I'll
where-
save for next week.
Where's
Yeah, we need topics. Yeah,
I'll,
so
I'll
that's
just tell you and see if it's
Okay.
worth bringing up.
Kimmy.
Is where do you? It's more a statement, and that is there's a fine line between a joke and a bully.
Mm,
Would you agree?
yes.
All right, maybe we can talk about
One
that.
has a punchline. Punch line,
Not-
as in a bully. A joke is when two people laugh, and I'm not laughing.
exactly. I think
Yeah.
that was one of the things we said in that episode.
I think so. I
Go-
think I say that a bit.
I think it would be interesting, or maybe we can influence the masses. Go
Mhm.
back and listen to
Episode 3.
Hot Dogs in 2016 is what it's called.
I thought it was bullying.
Band 6 and Bullying.
Band 6 and bullying.
It's Band 6 and Bullying.
Got it.
Go listen to Band 6 and Bullying.
Mm.
Because it's, I just found it interesting. And we
Yeah.
talk about high school, and a lot of you went to high school with us.
Yeah, it's not as good as rap lyrics, but it was up there.
I feel like I've been very lazy lately with bringing
Michael
topics to the
comes-
table.
I've got about 6 topics, Michael. What did you bring? Oh, I want to talk about whether fish cough. Oh, okay. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. And then I'm like, I got this cool, I did some research on some rap lyrics. This isn't funny. Oh, okay.
I said it was funny.
You're like, is this funny? And
I
was
actually
I
enjoyed
think
it.
it is.
I
And you're
thought it
like,
was fun.
"Nah."
I thought it was
Hey,
fun.
if you kill my dog, I'm going to kill your cat, bitch.
I don't even have a cat, but I'll murder that pussy. Shout out to Michigan.
Shout out to Michigan.
Shout out to Michigan.
Shout out to Michigan. Love you guys.
Our official mascot of the podcast
I think if we ever do,
is the state of
if we do a
Michigan.
world tour, that's definitely where we're going first. Michigan.
Michigan. We
Michigan's
do a live show.
G's. A live show.
Would you ever do a live show?
Yeah, I mean, I could. It'd be funny. But, like, think about it. Like, the amount of people that we get, like, downloads. Think about last episode. It was about, I'm not going to say, but it was around, you know the figure that we usually base it off. That many people, like, in front of you right now. You think you'd still do a decent job?
Depends. We know them.
You set the bar so low every episode.
We know a lot of those people.
Yeah, true.
So I think it would be harder.
Not the people from Michigan.
Because you're more nervous when you're in front of people.
You know the people from Michigan? I don't.
I'm really interested.
Hey,
if you're...
Hey, howdy, partner.
If you're...
Sorry.
If you're a four... G'day, mate.
Don't do that.
How you going?
Yeah, if you're from Michigan, like, I don't know. Say...
Don't say anything. You don't need to.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Don't worry.
But if you're a foreign listener that's not from Michigan...
If you're not from Sydney, Australia, let us know.
If you happen to listen to this episode, do actually message us because we're really curious about like how you found the podcast and stuff.
That would be cool, yeah.
Because I think that would be cool. I think we'll get no one.
Yeah, no one will.
Maybe we should reverse psychology. No one will message.
Oh, don't message me, haha. Alright, are you going to plug your Instagram for the third time this episode? Go ahead.
I haven't said it once.
You did. You did say it before.
My Instagram is at Sean_Wool.
No, it's not. That's mine. And mine's Sean_Wool99. Alrighty. Thank you guys for listening to episode 9. Oh, if you enjoyed the rap lyrics, let me know. Because
we'll do more.
Fuck Michael. I might put a poll up as well. Be like, does instant coffee have coffee beans in it? And the next one would be like, is the funny rap lyrics segment actually funny? Because I hate Michael, and then it'll be 100% yes, because people will find it funny.
Our Instagram is just a place for you to get validation.
It is. I need constant validation.
You sad human.
Oh, screw me for wanting.
Go and follow at the Young Crumbs podcast.
That's not Instagram. It. It's at young_crum_podcast.
Why did we put underscores between everything?
I can change it.
There's no way.
Do you want to change it?
Should
I change it now?
The Young Crumbs, or just Young Crumbs podcast was taken.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? We're going to change it. Follow at.
What if we can't?
At Young Crumbs podcast. It's going to be changed.
Oh, you going to force it?
Yeah. I'll go buy the username off the guy.
Really?
Yeah.
How much?
Oh, a shout out.
Oh, shout out to the Young Crumbs. We swapped. Nah, surely no one has it.
Surely.
That's like what was that podcast name I had and it was taken? It was Hot Take. I liked Hot Take.
I think it was a good
Screw those. Let's change it.
We don't give a hot take on many things though, do we?
Yeah, we did. Today we did racism in America and bad rap lyrics.
I feel like we're just saying.
Yeah, you were talking about before. You were like, "Oh, do you guys want to hear us give our thoughts?" And it's like our thoughts, but like I think everyone's sort of on the same side when it comes to this. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
They're always.
Hey, what do you think about?
Maybe we have a few closet racist friends.
Do you hate racists?
Do I hate racists? I think when you hate racists, you become no better than them, Sean.
Oh, so Michael doesn't hate racists. Michael doesn't hate racists, everyone. Me personally, I don't like them. Hate them. Probably hate them with a passion. Yeah.
Not a fan.
Yeah.
Not a fan of
no, you like them. You just said it before.
Do you know like a proper racist?
No, not really. No. Do you? Well, here we go. Oh, you name them as well.
Like a proper racist? I don't think so.
Name it. Who's the person you're thinking about? You're thinking about someone.
My dog.
Oh, your dog's the worst.
It's a metaphor saying racists are dogs.
Oh.
Hey, we're getting deep.
You still like them, but you like them.
Is that what philosophical means?
I don't know.
We should go. Follow. What's your Instagram go?
Mob. MOB. _Y_ Dick. Moby Dick. Everybody. Go. What's yours?
Follow at Sean_Wool. 99.
Yeah. 99 is
follow at _the_.
I thought we're changing it. You just had a whole spasm. At
spasm.
The Young Crumbs podcast. No underscores. I'm confident we can get it.
We're changing it, baby.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Hit us up if you're foreign.
Yeah, if you're foreign, not those like other loser like followers that listen to us. They suck.
Nah, bro.
If you're from Sydney, Australia, you suck. Don't listen to our podcast anymore. Just shut your mouth.
This is just every episode. We're getting more off the rails when we get to the end.
Yeah, I think that the end's our best bit. Hey, if you listen to this part of it,
If you're listening this far,
DM Michael, which is Moby, what is it?
MOB at MOB_Y_dick.
Message Michael and say you have a fat head. Just so we know. Just
Fat
so we know.
ass. Fat
No,
ass.
fat head. Say, Michael, you have a fat head. Thank you for that.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
See you later, guys.
so happy when our friends show up.
Bye, guys.